joins us up next in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Rick, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on. I listen to your show all the time, and I also look at his daughter's YouTube.
Oh, yeah, Rachel Cruz show. Well, thank you so
Yes.
much, Rick. How can we help today?
Been a fan for many years. My daughter recommended you a number of years ago, so you helped her too. Anyways, I'm 76 years old, and I'm $97,000 in debt. My income is $4,000.
Okay, where does the income come from?
Two from mine and my wife's Social Security, and her retirement pension.
Okay, and that adds up to $4,000 a month?
Yeah, and she's been working part-time, and I've been trying to work part-time. So our total expenses are a little over $10,000 a month.
Total
And-
expenses?
What is that coming from? The debt interest?
Credit card, yes.
Ooh.
So
debt
is
interest.
the $97,000 all credit card debt?
Let's see, I had it down here. $97,000 is the debt, and I just had it down here. My battery ran off.
Oh,
My
that's
credit card debt is about a little under $50,000.
Of credit card debt. What's
Okay.
the other types of debt?
Let's see, I got my truck is $675.
What's the total loan on the truck?
$18,933.
Okay. Do you know what it's worth by chance?
Well, with the mileage on it, it's probably worth about that.
Okay.
I've got almost 300,000 miles on it.
All right. That still leaves us another, 29,000 or so in debt. What's the other debt? You got the truck, the credit cards, what else?
I got my wife's car.
Okay. What's left on that loan?
Let's see,
Is it more than the truck?
$3,092.
Oh, okay. And there's still a whole bunch left there on
All right.
top of that.
George,
So,
you got to walking through the debt snowball. We got to figure out these cars as well.
yeah, Rick, number one, it's not going to be fun or easy, but these cars need to go. It's one of the only kind of reversible debts you have on this list because we can't sell the credit card debt back to the company, but we can sell these cars and potentially get out of a chunk of this.
My truck I use for work. Without the truck, I've
What
got
are you doing for work?
No extra income. I haul recreational vehicles. I drive to Indiana, pick up an RV from the manufacturer, and take it to dealers all over the country.
But any truck can do that. It doesn't need to be a $20,000 truck, right?
Well, it has to be a big truck. I've got a Ford F-350 diesel. That's what they require.
I do understand that. I think the bigger issue is what's a better line of work for you, where we're not having to do
It's very difficult because I've got extreme health problems.
Mm-hmm.
I've had two different cancers. I've had heart bypass. I've had carotid bypass.
But hauling all this equipment across state lines, that feels like a heck of a lot of work for a guy in your shape then.
Well, no, I'm just driving. I can do that.
All right. Well,
And then my wife, she needs hers for work.
Well, I still think we need to sell these cars and get cheaper versions that we can pay cash for. That's the bottom line because there's not a lot of wiggle room here. We're not going to make, triple the income.
and let me ask a follow up here. Rick, is the $4,000 a month income that includes the Social Security plus you and your wife working part time jobs?
No.
Okay, so it's
That's
more
your
than
Social-
4,000.
Yeah.
What's
yeah,
your-
we've been scraping up to 10,000.
Okay.
So you're saying you have
But I've
10,000
got to-
monthly
you know, I-
expenses. So you're making up the gap in
Yeah.
$6,000 with your part-time work together?
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's a little bit
Well,
different
it's
picture.
actually, I say it's not. Mine is really not part-time.
Yeah.
I go all the time.
Okay.
All right, the
I'll
picture
go
has
out
changed.
for a couple of weeks. And,
Yes.
So they're scraping 10 grand a month together.
So now the question is, how can we get
We've
these
got to
debt
reduce
numbers down?
expenses, yeah.
I mean, I want you guys
Yeah, well,
to be able to retire, Rick. Isn't that the goal? To not have to do this anymore?
Yes, I'm going to be 77 in January, and just this past month, my wife came up with breast cancer.
Oh, I'm so
my
sorry.
gosh.
So now she's out of work.
But to me,
Oh,
that
no.
changes the whole
At least
picture, Rick. I
7
go, what needs to be true for us to be able to retire, for us to take care of ourselves and deal with these health issues? And that means I'm sacrificing by getting rid of these cars that have debt on them. And if that means I get a real old truck that still gets the job done or even change my line of work, I'm going to be willing to do that because you're going to need to be home pretty soon to help take care of your wife. It's going to be hard to be on the road all the time.
Do you have anything, Rick, that you can sell? Do you have other assets that you can sell that we would have to change your life
Do you
pretty
have anything
dramatically?
in retirement accounts, savings accounts?
No. Actually, we're worse than broke. Our bank account is $980 in the hole.
Oh my
And
goodness.
the bank's been working with me. They're not charging me the NSF fees. So I do have a boat, but I've been trying to sell it, and
What's it worth?
just probably about $10,000.
Okay.
I owe 3 on it.
I would definitely sell the boat, make it more attractive, drop the price a little bit to get rid of that debt, plus come up with a little extra cash. I would hope to sell the boat right now and pay off the boat and then pay off your wife's car. All right, that's a start. Now we got some momentum. How would that feel? I want you to just take yourself there. How would that feel if you did that with one sale?
I'd feel pretty good.
Well, that's a start. And as you keep doing that, you're going to free up more and more of these payments, which means that $10K can go a lot further and help you knock out other debts. But, Rick, this is an emergency situation. We've got to just sell anything that's not tied down, do as much work as we can, and you're 76. I mean, now's the time to start. The best time to plant the tree was 10 years ago. The next best time is today. And so let's get about the business of cleaning this mess up. Because for 76 years, we've been having a good time buying boats. But now it's time to go. We want to retire. We got to take care of our health. And we can't live like this anymore.